This is going to be a little different from presentations and the education and awareness that we've been sharing. Now we're going to be experiencing and integrating. And I have the supreme honor of welcoming Ben Carroll, who has done a few presentations, a few sound activations on Portal to Ascension, including the 2 sound healing conferences that Alan and myself put together at the beginning of this year. So you're in for a beautiful journey into the realm of sound. Let me go ahead and bring him up and introduce you officially to Ben Carroll. He is a gifted and intuitive sound worker. As a former full-time touring musician and universal recording artist with album sales reaching the hundreds of thousands, Ben has a quite unique background. As a perpetual student of metaphysics, consciousness, and the effect of sound and vibration on the body and mind, the transition from rock star to sound healer wasn't as far of a leap as one may imagine. For several years now, Ben's focus has been on using sound coupled with group energy to strengthen intuition, facilitate healing, access higher dimensions of self, and facilitate the recalibration and expansion of the mind-body-soul connection. His sound healing journey work events have a profound effect on many that have the opportunity to experience them. And he also has a YouTube channel in which he does a lot of his sound healings there that is pretty amazing. People really enjoy what he has to offer. Hey, Ben, how you doing, brother?
Hey Neil, how are you?
Good, man. It's so nice to see you.
Good to see you as well. It's been a while.
Yeah, how you been?
I've been excellent, really busy.
Good. You have a kind of a different setup here today, so I'm excited for what you're going to share. It's all yours, brother. You have around 25, 30 minutes. Take us in any direction that you would like to.
Oh, okay. Well, I have to switch over from my bowls. I thought we were going to talk first, but that's easy
Oh
enough.
yeah,
It's
we
a
can
quick...
talk. We can talk, bro. So,
Well, yeah. I mean, I just we can talk here, and then when we want to do the sound, I just have to move over there. I figured
yeah, let's do
it's
it.
it's easier for me to talk from this angle because when I switch over there, the sound is different.
Okay. Well, a question I've had actually is, when was it that you were a rock star and became a rock performer and became awake to this information? While you were doing like rock, were you into sound vibration at all? Did you understand the concept of frequencies, or was that kind of the transition that happened afterwards?
Well, and intuitively, I've understood it for most of my life because I grew up, playing with sound more than writing songs. And that was my approach to music. It was very open-ended, but growing up in the society, you're kind of trained that if you want to make a living as a musician, you got to write very specific packets of sound, which are songs, and market those and put them out. So I eventually switched into doing that and got really lucky and signed to Universal Records when I was 25. And that's just a whirlwind when you get into that. And I definitely kind of lost my connection, the deeper connections for a while, getting caught up in that world.
Hmm.
Um, and when the crazy touring, which happened for years, kind of started winding down, and I ended up, I didn't feel connected to anything anymore, and I really wanted that connection back. So I ended up moving up to Maine, where I am now, and just kind of exploring different things. And that's when I discovered sound healing as a modality. I discovered singing bowls and was just instantly in love with them. But even prior to discovering singing bowls, I started practicing toning, and I was working with tuning forks. So it was kind of like a reawakening, but in a different way, a more focused way. Um, and then, it just kind of grew from there, if that answers the
Right.
question.
It does. Was there like a tangible moment of that awakening, or was it just like that progression that you moved there and then maybe you stumbled across somebody doing this work and then you kind of went into it a little deeper?
As far as in recent history, or since after
As
the
far as
band.
you moving to doing sound healing, with bowls and all that, rather than and being into tuning forks, rather than performing as a rock star.
Well, I actually started working with groups doing toning, and that kind of really opened the door for everything else. I was doing group toning, and that, which is amazing. I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but it's absolutely wonderful sitting there and focusing and doing that for a good period of time. Working with the energy of a group is so potent. So that specifically is definitely the catalyst. Most
Mm.
definitely, I never really thought about it too much, but
So is toning like, is that with actual mantras and chants, or is that kind of you feeling your own kind of vocal expression through tones and taking it wherever it needs to go, or is it kind of both?
yeah, it can go either way. I don't really hold any dogmas.
Right.
If you're if you're creating sound with your voice and using it with intention, I feel
Yeah.
like that can be toning, and it's always very powerful.
Right. And that's the whole thing, is that like the original sound tool was our voice before we
Mm,
created anything external. And the whole concept like that we're really like doing this event for, and what we're all about with Portal to Ascension, is the fact that we have everything that we need within us, and we are the frequency and the sound. So I feel that's kind of what happened to me too. Is like I really, before I started doing sound healing with didgeridoos and bowls, I really started chanting internally and realizing the sound within. And I teach a sound course, and we actually spend a whole day just chanting so that you can
mm.
resonate and feel your own sound, right?
Yeah,
And that probably adds to the whole experience. You probably become a much more intentional sound healer if you really tune into what that sound feels in your body, right?
I agree absolutely. And just you know, growing up in the school system, we're kind of trained to shut down that part of ourselves, just the ability to
Yeah.
freely flow with vibration, physical vibration. And a lot of people are afraid of their voices. And
Mhm.
I was like that myself. I didn't sing in the band I was in. I played guitar. And when I started using my voice, I feel like that was definitely coupled with the starting to expand and reawaken.
Right. Do you still play rock music at all?
I hadn't for a while, but the band that I'm in, that I've been in for over 20 years now, it's a band
Yeah.
called Ra, like the Egyptian sun god,
Okay.
which
Yeah.
is which is another fun synchronicity,
Mhm.
but that's another story. Yeah, we kind of came out of hiatus and released an album in earlier this year, back in March, and I actually went out and did some touring a little bit. I was roped into that over the summer, so kind of slipped back into that, but it's definitely not my focus anymore.
Yeah.
It's
Do
a
you
world that I
embed any frequencies or play any bowls when you do for the band rock? Do you have like any
I
like
have
background
not.
tones or anything? Yeah, that'd
I
be
have
interesting to see.
Yeah, I have not done that. We talked about it a little bit, but it never panned out for this album because it was tricky recording this time around because of the state of the world.
Oh
Because
yeah.
we live everywhere. The drummer lives in New Orleans, the singer lives in LA at the time.
Yeah.
Bass player lives in New Jersey, and I live in Maine. So it was rather
Mhm.
complicated.
Yeah, I feel like the more we awaken to the truth of sound frequency, the more we can create music intentionally, and we can
Mm,
like it's right now we're creating it and we're doing what sounds good, but there's actually a science behind the experiences and the feelings you get, and there's harmonic frequencies and there's ones that aren't harmonic. So it'll be interesting to see as we move forward, when bands like such as rock bands, even like I don't know, maybe death metal can start using harmonic frequencies, because you
yeah,
can shift the frequency to give an experience that is more of an enlightening one rather than more of like a heavy feeling.
absolutely,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
All right,
Um,
brother. Do you want to? Shall we get into this? Do you want to?
Yes, yeah, and before I jump in, just so I don't space out, and next thing I know it's like 6 o'clock. How long would you like me to go until?
Let's do 25 minutes from now. Works.
All right, all right, I'm gonna switch over. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother.
So I invite you, as you're watching this, to, if you're able to, maybe put on a pair of headphones, or at least just get yourself nice and comfortable. And as we are allowing ourselves to experience these sounds today, hold the intention of releasing and transmuting denser energies. allowing yourself to let go and release anything that's weighing you down. Inviting yourself to release belief systems that no longer work for you. And releasing past traumas that no longer serve a purpose in this present. Releasing any habits you have been holding that may be harmful to you. Releasing any ancestral traumas that you may not even recognize. Allowing these denser energies to start coming into the surface, feeling the sound, the droning of the singing bowls, gently lulling those denser energies to the surface, so that you can breathe, relax, and let go of these denser energies, transmuting them into beautiful, connected, positive energy. slowly coming back.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Alan.
Yeah.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Coming back still. Yeah, it went where it went today.
Mm. Just want to sit in that for a moment.
Yeah.
The tones that come from your mouth, the sound that you emanate, I felt like it was the central sun. If the black hole at the center of our galaxy had a voice, that's what it would sound like.
Wow, powerful. Thank you.
And it was all encompassing, so warm. It was the unconditional love of creation embracing us, And the way you started it out with saying the ancestral point that you made up, like I got into doing this work obviously to assist in humanity, but very soon after some meditation experiences and plant medicine experiences, I also realized I was healing my ancestral lineage. And you saying that really just like got me right in the heart. My grandfather just had a stroke yesterday, and he's has internal bleeding today, and he's actually going to transition in a couple of hours. And every time I did ancestral healing work with plant medicine, he would come to mind because of the things that happened to him that made him have to be the person he is. So I was sending that energy that you were providing to him and to the healing of his transitioning and where he's heading. So I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for just being you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I'm so sorry to hear about your grandfather. It's a challenging time, but hopefully some of this energy that we transmuted together, because I really like working with group energy. It really amplifies it. Is able to help him in these moments. So I appreciate you putting that out there.
Thank you, brother. Love you so much. Do you want to share a few more things about where people can find you, or whatever else you want to share before we move on to the next person? Okay.
Sure. So you can find me. My website is Inner Self Sustained, innerselfsustained.com, and you can find links to my events there. I do 1 or 2 events a month like this, just like the setup, usually about 90 minutes long. Sometimes I do shorter events if it's a special occasion. And yeah, I have lots of posts on social media and YouTube, like you said, youtube.com/Ben Carroll. And yeah, I'm always happy to connect with anybody that is here to serve in this shifting, in this transmuting these denser energies and moving into the higher frequencies at this time. So please find me.
Beautiful. Ben, always appreciate you, brother. We'll be in touch soon.
Good to see you guys. Thank you.
Take care, bro.
Thank you so much.